Met you where the gravel meets the Buster County line. You were stealing cherries from the back of someone's vine. Dust on your boots, laugh lines in your smile. Said you wanna see trouble, ride with me a while. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. You talk with your hands when you're mad, you pace the floor, you slam the screen door cussing, then come kiss me at the door. Yeah, you burn every dinner, we just laugh and call it fate. Say, who needs a recipe when love still fills the plate? You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. We got a crooked mailbox leaning like it knows our names, a dog that won't stop barking at the kids at ball games. You leave notes on napkins in my worn-out work truck cab. Drive safe, come home, you're still the best I ever had. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. One day we'll be wrinkled, moving slow across this floor, counting all the little rings from glasses on this table board. If my memory fades and the names all slip away, I'll still know that rhythm that's been drumming every day. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. So when they lay me down under red dirt, under sky, play that simple song of us, let it echo, let it ride. Cause love ain't in the headstones, it's the echo in your chest. You're my back road heartbeat, baby, you can keep the rest. Oh yeah. You were late to the diner on Main, hair in a knot, coffee stain on your sleeve. You laughed it off, said, guess that's my day. I thought, please let this girl never leave. You stirred that cup like you had all year, told me your dreams, how you're scared to be seen. Neon name tag, tiny town fears, I just kept staring, you just kept being. I was half broke, half lost, halfway gone, till you walked in humming some old country song. Just past sundown, you sat yourself down, turned a lonely booth into sacred ground. Traced your name on my rough, tired hand. Said, promise me you ain't running off. You talk about leaving this town someday. I talk about coming wherever you go. You said words are cheap, hearts are paid in time. So I've been paying every mile, every road. I was half broke, half lost, halfway gone, till you walked in humming some old country song. Just past sundown, you sat yourself down, turned a lonely booth into sacred ground. Now every sunrise, every small town night feels like a slow dance in your kitchen light. If this is love, then I'm done looking around. Found my forever just past sundown. Your mama cried on our wedding day, tissue stuffed into that worn leather purse. Your daddy shook my hand a little too long, said love or fierce, for better or worse. Your dress was simple, your smile was not. Band in the corner, kids chasing fireflies. We said I do as the sky turned red. I swear I saw heaven in your eyes. I was half broke, half lost, halfway gone, till you walked in humming some old country song. Just past sundown, you wore that white gown, turning old barn floor into hallowed ground. Now every sunrise, every small town night feels like a slow dance in your kitchen light. If this is love, then I'm done looking around. Found my forever just past sundown. We fought one night about the bills and the rent. Voices too sharp in that tiny hall. Door slammed hard, pictures shook on the wall. I went outside staring up at it all. You came out quiet in an old football shirt, bare feet coat on a splintered porch rail. You said, I'm scared, I ain't giving enough. I said, darling, that thought's gonna fail. 'Cause it's burnt toast mornings, long work days, babies crying, we're both late again. But love's in the dishes, love's in the dust, love's in the choosing each other, my friend. I was half broke, half lost, halfway gone, till you walked in humming some old country song. Just past sundown, when the world wears me down, you're the living room laugh, you're the soft, steady sound. Now every sunrise, every small town night feels like a slow dance in your kitchen light. If this is love, then I'm done looking around. Found my forever just past sundown. One day these boards might creak under canes, silver in your hair, stories in our frames. We'll sit on this porch, counting porch light bugs, trading old jokes, trading old shrugs. I'll hold your hand, marked by the years, all of our failures, all of our cheers. You'll say, we made it farther than we planned. I said I'd start it all over right where we diner on a Tuesday noon. You wipe a table, catch my eye still shy. I steal a sugar packet.
Bet you're leaning on a rusted four, boot heel tapping on a 2x4. Sun going down in a blaze out west, laugh on your lips, dust on your dress. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine, old tapeits and a crack brake line. If this is love, I don't wanna land, just circle this town in a beat-up van. You and me chasing tailgate constellations, out past every old frustration. You drew a heart in the county fair dust, said it ain't much, but it's enough. We shared fries and a paper cup shake, kissed so hard that the world got laid. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine, old tapeits and a crack brake light. If this is love, I don't wanna land, just circle this town in a beat-up van. You and me chasing tailgate constellations, out past every old frustration. One day we'll trade this busted bed for a creaking porch and a roof instead. But keep that wild in your eyes, my friend. Oh yeah, we'll still get lost on a dead-end bend. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine, old tapeits and a crack brake light. If this is love, I don't wanna land, just circle this town in a beat-up van. You and me chasing tailgate constellation. You and me chasing tailgate constellations. Hey! Dust motes dance in the sunbeam, thick and slow, across the worn-out linoleum where our bare feet used to go. That old kitchen table, scarred from 1,000 meals, holds just a coffee cup now, and all that silence feels. Oh, the fading pictures in my mind of a love I thought the good Lord had designed. Every smile, every tear, every whispered word, a melody forgotten, a song unheard. Just fading pictures and a heart that still yearns for the lessons that a love like ours only learns. Remember that old Ford pickup, rust on the driver's side. We drive for hours, nowhere bound, with nothing left to hide. Your hand on my knee, the radio soft and low, talking about forever like young folks always do. You know, we planned out our whole future under that big oak tree. Never once did we imagine what forever wouldn't be. Oh, the fading pictures in my mind of a love I thought the good Lord had designed. Every smile, every tear, every whispered word, a melody forgotten, a song unheard, just fading pictures and a heart that still yearns for the lessons that a love like ours. The porch swing still creaks on evenings warm and long, just like it did when we'd sit there humming some old love song. I see your shadow in the twilight, a ghost against the screen, reaching out for something that just can't be unseen. The way you'd laugh at my bad jokes, the crinkle by your eyes, now just a memory playing beneath these lonely skies. Time, they say, heals all wounds, makes the sharp edges blur, but some scars run so deep they just can't help but stir. When a scent, a sound, a feeling brings it all rushing back, like a freight train in the darkness on an empty, lonesome track. I try to hold on to the good times, the joy, the gentle grace, but the pain keeps on reminding of an empty, hallowed place. Met you where the gravel meets the busted county line. You were stealing cherries from the back of someone's vine. Dust on your boots, laugh lines in your smile. Said you wanna see trouble, ride with me a while. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. You talk with your hands when you're mad, you pace the floor. You'll slam the screen door, cuss, and then come kiss me at the door. Yeah, you burn every dinner, we just laugh and call it fate. Say, who needs a recipe when love still fills the plate? Yeah, you're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. We got a crooked mailbox leaning like it knows our names, a dog that won't stop barking at the kids at ball games. You leave notes on napkins in my worn-out work truck cab. Drive safe, come home, you're still the best I ever had. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. across this floor, counting all the little rings from glasses on this table board. If my memory fades and the names all slip away, I'll still know that rhythm that's been drumming every day. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. So when they lay me down under red dirt, under sky, play that simple song of us, let it echo, let it ride. 'Cause love ain't in the headstones, it's the echo in your chest. You're my back road heartbeat, baby, you can keep the rest. Oh, yeah. Met you by the ice machine, dusty pumps at 17. You were buying cherry coke, laughing at your own bad jokes. Sunburn on my farmer's tan, you said nice truck, I said hop in if you ain't got plans. You said guess I'm in love. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay ruts to some tucks and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. We missed the county fair that night, took the long way, lost the light. Parked out by the old state line, radio low, you were all I could find. Fireflies in a mason jar, your bare feet on my dash. You traced your name across my arm, said, boy, don't you let this pass. Is that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay ruts to some tucks and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Years roll by like mile mark signs, cheap perfume and cheap red wine, apartment couch, late night news. We were broke, just paying dues. You work doubles, I work nights. We made coffee our best friend. I'd kiss your hand beneath the lights and swear this grind would end. Every bill, every fight, every wrong turn turned out right. 'Cause you stayed, I stayed too. What else could I do? For that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through any weather. From red clay ruts to some tucks and a white dress. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling
said, think he's got your laugh. We traded bars for baseball games, late night drives for pillow forts. You braided hair, I called out plays. We found joy in the small reports. Every dad, every mom, little scribbles on the wall. Every mess, every tear pulled our hearts near. It's that back road kind of forever. Family choir singing together, from red clay ruts to a house full of loud kids. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling. Now it's 4 hearts at the ceiling. If this is love, I'm glad we never called it quits. Back road kind of forever. Yeah, I'm all in for this. And yeah, one day we'll be rocking chairs, sunset in your silver hair, wrinkled hands and reading glasses, laughing at those reckless past. You'll say, can you believe that girl who climbed into that dusty truck? I'll say, best wrong turn in the world. You'll smile, guess we pushed our luck. Oh yeah, for that back road kind of forever, hand in mine through failing weather, from red clay ruts to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kind of forever, you still make my life complete. And if I go before you do, don't you cry for long, my dear. Turn the key, chase something new, feel the wind erase your fear. But when that gravel hums just right and the sky burns soft and low, know I'm riding with you tonight. In that cab, you ain't alone. It's a back road.
Sunrise burning through the haze, another day, another damn maze. This old truck coughing and spitting, engine light on my soul quitting, just like it did on me. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Just a whisper in the emptiness. Yeah, love a goddamn lie. Remember that old porch swing, summer nights the crickets would sing. Your hand in mine felt so right, now just a ghost in the fading light. Haunting every damn dream. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Love a broken promise, just a whisper in the emptiness. This ain't time heals all wounds, but this ain't no simple bruise. This is a canyon deep and wide, nowhere left for my heart to hide. Just echo of your name. Empty bottles on the floor don't taste like nothing anymore. Radio plays a sad old tune, howling at the pale damn moon, just like a fool for you. Coffee steam in your hands, first light leaking through the back of that screen door. Old dog sleeping on the welcome mat. You just laughed, said, look what you're late for. I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since cheap wine, July, and grass stains on my neck. Every mile that I drive just leads me back to this. Heart like a home, hands like a promise I can't resist. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. You had blue paint on your Sunday dress from that bedroom wall. You swore you'd finish someday. Turned the brush on me, drew a heart on my chest. Said, boy, you're stuck long as this don't fade. I've been loving you since paint on your Sunday dress, since takeout and tailgates in your head on my vest. Every wrong that I've done, still somehow you bless. You turn my busted up prayers into something like rest. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. There were slam doors, tires spitting up gravel. I swore I'd go farther than the county line, but I hit that sign and my hand started shaking. Turned this truck around before the gas hit 9. I don't always say it right, don't always fight the right fight, but your name keeps winning in my mind. Oh yeah, I've been loving you since a late night come back home text, since kitchen floor makeup's in your eyes still wet. Every scar that we wear's a page and I'll do it. You're the line I never wanna forget. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. One day we'll be silver in our hair, pills by the bed, reading glasses on a chair, TV talking low while you fall asleep there, breathing soft, breathing slow, like a long, long prayer. I'll trace every wrinkle like a road I've met. Say, look at us, baby, we ain't done yet. Hey! I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since first nervous knocking at who the hell's this, from your daddy in the hallway sizing me up in his vest, to the drive off your driveway with your hand on my chest. I've been loving you through every wrong turn and bed, every sunrise, every sunset. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. Barefoot still, coffee in your hand, same old dog dreams by the rusted swing set. You look at me with that I still choose you stare. Say, boy, remember, we ain't done yet. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. Sun coming up on your old screen door, coffee in your cup, bare feet on my floor. You laugh at my hair, say I sleep too late, but you still kiss my cheek, say we're gonna be great. Your suitcase sat there by that crooked chair. I memorized every thread, every scar, every tear, till the day it was gone and you backed down the drive. and the dust from your tires took the light from my eyes. But you came back anyway. Pulled in slow like a prayer. I forgot how to pray all night. I'm fine, fell apart in your name. Every mile you drove washed away my blame. I swore I'd lost you, swore it was too late. But you turned that wheel and you changed our fate, baby. I pushed your heart away and you came back anyway. I remember rain on that dining room. You stared at your hand, said you wanted the truth. I hid behind pride like a worn-out shield, too scared of the hurt that you made me feel. You circled your finger around your paper cup, said I can't keep falling just to watch you get up. I watched you walk out through that glass and chrome, and I called that night freedom, but it felt like alone. Still you came back anyway, like a song on the wind. I once threw away all my goodbyes, all my burning bridges turned into smoke and second chances. I swore I lost you, swore it was too late. But you turned that wheel and you changed our fate, baby. I pushed your heart away and you came back anyway. There were late night bars, there were strangers' names, too loud rooms trying to drown out your flame. I laughed too hard at somebody's joke, but the quiet walk home told the truth that I spoke. I kept your note in my glove box door, folded and worn like a prayer from the war. Love isn't easy, but it's worth the scars. If you ever get brave, you know where we are. I read those lines at every red light, felt that shame in the dashboard light, till one small town sign and a midnight sky made me finally drop my pride. So you came back anyway, but not 'cause I begged, not 'cause I made you stay. You came back strong, you came back sure. Said I want your heart, but I need it pure. I swore I lost you, swore it was too late. But you stood right there at my front gate, baby. I pushed your heart away and you came back anyway. You said I don't need perfect, I just need honest. I don't want promises if you can't keep them. But if you're still in this, if you still want us, take off your armor, let me see you bleed, then heal. So I told you about the nights that I got it wrong, all the times I left when I should've held on. Told you about my father and his slammed screen doors, how I learned to run long before I learned more. You didn't flinch, didn't turn your head, just traced every crack in the words I said. You took my hand like you always had, said we can grow good from whatever's been bad. And you stayed here anyway, even when the storm rolled in and the sky turned gray. Through every fight, every bitter word, every slam down phone, every hope deferred. I swore I'd lose you, swore you'd drive away, but you packed your faith for another day, baby. I pushed your heart away and you stayed here anyway. There's a porch swing squeak to our everyday, half-finished projects in the yard halfway, burnt toast mornings and lawn chairs at night. We're a little bit crooked, but we're holding on tight. There's a dent in your You showed up late to your sister's wedding, hair pinned up with a pencil you found, boots in your hand, heels in your purse, laughing too loud, spinning around. You said these boots ain't even mine, I just kinda borrowed their shine. I thought if that's how you treat a living, how you gonna handle a heart like mine? But you took my hand like Sunday morning, soft and sure and a little shy. You said, I don't dance but I'll try for you under those cheap string lights. Now every step's a small forever, every song keeps turning into one more try. I guess I was wrong about borrowed boots, 'cause you've been walking with me all this time. Summer rolled in on a rusted Chevy. You pulled up, radio stuck on one song, window stuck too, so you had to shout, get in, this drive won't be long. We got lost twice past Miller's pasture, gravel popping, fireflies in flight. You pointed out every house you wanted, I just watched your face in the porch light. You took my doubts like Sunday laundry, hung them out in the open sky. You said, let the wind say what it wants to, we just watch those minutes drive. Now every mile's a soft confession, every back road turns into a sign. Guess I was wrong about borrowed time, 'cause you make every second feel like mine. Your mama cried when the dog got older, you held her hand on the kitchen floor. I fixed the screen that kept on sticking, you whispered thank you and nothing more. Later that night in the driveway gravel, you kicked a stone, tried not to tear up, said I'm scared of losing folks I'm loving. I said, darling, we're just filling up. You took my feel like black coffee, poured it out, filled my cup with light. You said we can't keep anything forever, but we can hold on to tonight. Now every ache's a kind of blessing, every crack lets me see your fight. Guess I was wrong about breaking both things, you turned my pieces into something right. We've had slam doors, late night phone calls, rain in the bedroom where the roof leaked through. We've had birthdays I almost ruined, saying the wrong thing at the worst time too. But somehow you keep choosing this crooked road with all its signs. You keep showing up in borrowed boots, and somehow they fit just fine on you. So take my name like Sunday letters, written slow on a back porch line. You said I ain't perfect but I'm trying, I said perfect never crossed my mind. Now every scar's a secret language, every laugh's a little proof we survived. Guess I was wrong about stories ending, 'cause ours keeps adding one more line. We got a place with a leaning mailbox, paint flakes off when the seasons change. You plant flowers in crooked circles, say I like 'em wild, can't keep 'em tame. There's a dent in the fridge from moving day where we dropped it and almost cried. Now it's our favorite stupid memory of how we learn as we collide. You take my days like Polaroids, baby, shaking color into every frame. You said we're gonna age, might as well enjoy it, laugh at each wrinkle, each middle name. Now every dish in the sink is a promise, every mess that we make feels like a sign. Guess I was wrong about picture perfect, I just want your chaos tangled with mine. Storm came through on a Monday evening, lightning walking across the field. Power went out, you found some candles, said guess our plans are kinda sealed. We played cards till the deck got tired, told old stories in that waxy glow. You traced a heart on the dusty table, whispered there's something you should know. You
took my breath like sudden thunder, held it close and let it go slow. You said if you aim, you out on dare, enjoy it, laugh at each wrinkle, each middle name. Now every dish in the sink is a promise, every mess that we make feels like a sign. Guess I was wrong about picture perfect, I just want your chaos tangled with mine.
Met you in a bar off Highway 9. You were laughing at the jukebox, skipping every line. Boot heel tapping, blue eyes sharp. You drew your name in a ring on the bar. Said you look lost, but you look sure. I said I ain't cured, but I've seen worse. You stole my cap, said drive me home. That old Ford road like it wasn't alone. I got your back roads on my heart, got your lipstick in my truck. Every mile I drive from you, it just tightens up the clutch. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the song I can't restart. I got your back roads paved across my heart, yeah. Oh yeah. We threw that map out the window fast, followed fence posts, chasing cattle and grass. Radio buzzing some worn out tune, but you were humming something brand new. Dust in your hair, sun on your arm, bare feet up on my dashboard charm. You said, promise me just one thing, if this breaks we still let it sting. I got your back roads on my heart, got your laughter in my lungs. Every time I try to leave, I taste your name on my tongue. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the stop I never mark. I got your back roads burned into my heart. Your mama watched me like a silent judge on that porch with a coffee mug, but your little brother liked my hat, dog liked me too. So that was that. We talked about kids in a little white place. You traced floor plans on my calloused hands. You said, don't you dare become your dad. I said, I'll spend my life proving I'm not that man. I got your back roads on my heart, got your jacket on my chair. Every empty Sunday morning, you're the ghost that's sitting there. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the mark on every chart. I got your back roads driving through my heart. Hey! One late fall, leaves all rust. You pack dreams in the back of my truck. Said there's a job 3 counties away. Will you hate me if I can't stay? I clenched my jaw, tried to act tough, but every brave word just wasn't enough. You kissed my chin, missed my mouth, said if it's real, it'll find its route. Now it's coffee for one at that same old bar. Your laugh lives on in the corner by the jar. I talk too loud, so I don't think. I chew my pride like tobacco and drink. Folks say, son, let it go, but you're stitched in every shirt I own. You're the way my hand hangs on the wheel, that little pause before I peel. I drive past that job sign twice a week, practice speeches I'll never speak. Baby, I'm better, I ain't so scared, but I turn around halfway there. I got your back roads on my heart, got your thunder in my chest. Every girl that learns my name just gets your second-hand best. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the scar dressed up as art. I got your back roads winding through my heart, oh winding. cattle train, new paint signs, same old rain. Heard you married some steady hand, a quiet guy, a safer plan. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad, just a little more like my old man. Talk big talk, sleep alone, leave the light on like you're coming home. If loving you was wrong, then wrong felt right. If losing you was mercy, why is it haunt my nights? If I had one more. Sunrise, painting the sky, another day dawning. Empty coffee cup, just like my heart was before you walked in. Kicked up dust and hold. Yeah, love, it's a wild thing. Love, a desert blue. Love, hard to hold on. Love, but worth the fight. Wind whispers your name through the dry corn stalks. Used to hear nothing, just the lonely howl. Now a melody, a steady humming. Yeah, love, it's the wild thing. Love, a desert glow. Love, hard to hold on. Love, but worth the My hands rough and warm from years of digging for something. Never knew what it was till your eyes met mine. A sudden downpour, they said it wouldn't last. This kind of fire, too hot, too fast. Gonna burn out quick, but they don't know us. Don't know this spirit.
blue chip red jaw, full of tips and folded phone numbers you never planned to call. I walked in for a quick one, stumbled into it all. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static. You turned this runaway around.
You said, boy, you look like trouble, with that half-crooked grin. Boot heels on the bar rail, you pour whiskey, not my sin.
We talked about our busted hearts, cars that never made it far,
How your daddy taught you patience, mine taught leaving in the dark.
from the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static. You turned this runaway around. First date by the river, mosquitoes, June heat. You showed up in your work boots, cut-offs, bare feet, radio on the dashboard, static in a tune. You leaned back on that blanket, said, come see this kind of moon. I've been all edge, all armor, all joke, all smoke, all show, but you saw past the stories to the part I didn't show. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your eyes said, boy, you're home now. You turn this runaway around. We burned through all 4 seasons in that borrowed single wide. Stacked your textbooks on the dresser, hung my cap on the side.
Mismatched cups in the pantry, secondhand old couch. You painted all the cabinets blue, said we'll make this sacred ground somehow.
Friday nights at the drive-in, cheap popcorn on your shirt. You cried during the previews, laughed through all the hurt. You traced plans on my forearm, little house, big oak tree, dog prints in the backyard, baby names in between. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. We were dreaming over dishes, talking someday, talking soon, with the street light through the window, painting halos in the room.
Remember that storm rolled in, tore down half this town. You stood in the doorway, shaking, said, what if it all falls down?
I wrapped my arms around you, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you. I choose you.
We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slept on that torn out sofa. You cried in the bathroom quiet, but even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we still got a shot.
Loving all fairground lights and kisses on the hood. It's soil stains in the driveway, doing more than what you could. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band.
From my mind to I promise, from I'll try to yes I do, every mile and every meltdown, just another road to you.
Your mama beat the doctor to the hospital that day, cried into your hair and whispered, baby, it's gonna be okay.
You squeezed my fingers breathless, said, let it all shake loose. One nail back every shingle. I ain't running, I choose you. I choose you.
We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slept on that torn out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet.
But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we still got a shot.
Met you at the exit off of exit 23. You were buying coffee, I was buying gasoline. You laughed when my card wouldn't swipe that day. Said, guess the universe wants you to stay. Love like that don't fade, it burns like a match on a midnight back road turn. From a slow dance in a stranger's bar to your name on a keychain hanging in my car. We were young, we were wild, we were lean on luck, but your hand on my knee said this is enough. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. We moved in half a mile from your folks, hand-me-down sofa, hand-me-down jokes. Painted every room with a cheap old brush. You got blue on your nose, I fell harder at once. Love like that don't need much cash, just a box spring bed and a grocery sack, a crooked mailbox and a coffee cup you steal from the diner when the sun comes up. We were broke, we were tired, we were counting change, but your head on my chest made it all feel straight. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. You cried on the porch with that phone in your hand, said the doctor just called, we need a new plan. I held you so close, felt you come undone, swore on that railing we still see the sun. Every hard word, every slam door, every long night on the cold wood floor, I kept thinking as your shoulders shook, this ain't the end, it's a brand new book. Love like that walks through the fight, through the hard news calls and the worn out tires, through the what ifs and the sleepless nights, through the quiet car rides and the strangled fights. We were scared, we were small, we were losing ground, but your voice in the dark was my favorite sound. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. Year 5 hit like a
a freight train storm. Dishes in the sink, clothes never warm. You were working late, I was gone all week. Two ghosts in a house, too tired to speak. Then one day, you slammed the drawer, said, what are we even doing this for? I dropped my keys by the kitchen light, said I'm here right now, let's choose tonight. Love like that don't run, it stays, pours another cup and it learns your name. In the silence it still leans in, says tell me the truth, where do we begin? We were worn, we were sore, we were paper thin, but your eyes met mine and I saw you again. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. I still see you in that gas station glow. First hello, first I don't know. Every mile, every wrong turn sign, somehow all of them led to your side. Now the kids in the yard leave their bikes in the drive. You tap on the glasses to keep them alive. The streak of gray running through your hair. You roll your eyes, I swear I still stare. Some folks say it all fades fast, that the good days live in the distant past. But you laugh and the lines at the edge of your eyes looks better now than July sky. Love like that grows, it bends, puts deeper roots in the hard-packed sand. Through the cracked phone screens and the late night bills, through the sick day calls and the quiet pills. We got dents, we got scars, but we're still right here, and your hand in mine feels brand new each year. Yeah, love like that keeps coming back. I'm counting blessings, you're counting.
You were wiping down tables at closing time. Neon clock said midnight. You said I'm just fine. I was nursing my coffee, trying not to stare. Boots on the rail, heart hanging in the air. You laughed at my jokes that weren't that good. Said you talked too much the way a stranger would. But you topped on my cup and you stole my hat. Said if you want this back, you know where I'm at. Take me down those back roads to your heart, past the keep out signs and rusted parts, past the fences that you built so high, past the hurt you swear you left behind. I don't need a map, a perfect start, just a beat up truck and who you are. Every mile, every scar, every hard part, I'll drive all night down back roads to your heart. First date was a booth by the kitchen door. You said I don't dress up, this is who I am, for sure. You were nervous with your hands spinning that straw. I was terrified you'd see every crack and flaw. We talked about Sunday and no mistakes, the kind of trust it breaks and what it takes. You said people leave when the road gets rough. I said baby I'm a fool, it stays too much. So take me down those back roads to your heart, past the keep out signs and rusted parts, past the fences that you built so high, past the hurt you swear you left behind. I don't need a map, a perfect start, just a beat up truck and who you are. Every mile, every scar, every hard part, I'll drive all night down back road
falling dark in his tackle case. Said he drank too hard and he loved too loud. Then you stared at the sky like it was a crowd. I skipped a stone but it just sank down. You said that's more like him than some saint in town. I wrapped you in my jacket when the wind got cold. You whispered I'm not easy, I'm just kind of old. You said my story ain't pretty, it's a scrapyard piled high. I said, girl, it's your city, I'm just driving by. Let me down those back roads to your heart, past the keep out signs and rusted parts, past the empty nights and goodbye calls, past the names you carved on bedroom walls. I don't need a map, a perfect start, just a beat up truck and who you are. Every mile, every scar, every hard part, I'll drive all night down back roads to your heart. Year one flew by in a single song. Spring turned to summer, then autumn long. We were painting that bedroom eggshell white, arguing colors and making up all night. You cried in the driveway in your mama's dress, holding that picture from a past you guessed. You said, I'm scared you'll find somebody new. I pulled you close and said, that ain't what I do. I said, I've known the view from leaving, I've slept in the cab alone, but with your head on my hoodie, every highway feels like home. So I'm staying on these back roads to your heart, past the keep out signs and rusted parts, past the I don't care you like to say, to hide the part of you that hopes I'll stay. I don't need a map or perfect start, just a beat up truck and who you are. Every mile, every scar, every hard part, I'll drive all night down back roads to your heart. We had that winter where we damn near broke, living off tips and secondhand smoke. You took extra shifts, I worked overtime. We buried our anger under dollar signs, dishes like mountains in the kitchen sink. Both of us too tired to talk or think, till one late. You were pouring cheap beer in a hole in the wall, Saturday tips in a crooked glass jar. I was 3 long days and from an overtime week, dust on my boots and my broken aching heart. You laughed when I missed a stool by a mile, said, careful cowboy, that's a hard way down. I was hooked in a heartbeat, hooked on that smile like you'd lit up the darkest bar in this town. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat, windows down, your hair in the wind, every little mile pulling me in. If this is all I ever get to keep you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Oh yeah. We threw our names with a pocket knife deep in that oak by the fishing hole bend. You said maybe this is just a summertime thing. I said, girl, I hope summer never ends. You stole my hat and you ran through the field, kicking up dust where the fireflies spin. I swear the sky leaned closer to hear every small secret. You let me in a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat, windows down, your laugh in the dark, dashboard glowing like a falling star. If this is all I ever get to keep you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss.
pot roast and prayer. Your daddy stared holes clear through my shirt, asked what I wanted with his stubborn wild girl. I said everything, sir, for better or worse. You squeezed my knee under that old pine table. I say and thank you and don't you dare run. I'd have walked through every small town whisper just to be your foolish, faithful one. I've been broke, I've been burned, thought I was done taking turns, but your hand in mine made a long life feel like mine to learn. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, the radio low, two-lane faith in the way we go. If this is all I ever get to keep you humming along off key, off beat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Hey! We've had late night fights in the kitchen light, bills stacked high on the countertop. Slammed a few doors, said things we regret, swore we were done, then we never quite stopped. Cause you come back wearing my old shirt, I still red, but your pride laid down. You say I still choose you in the hurt, and that simple truth shakes this whole old town. There was rain in the forecast the day we got hitched, but the clouds held back till we said I do. Your grandpa cried, preacher's voice broke, I just kept staring at the light on you. We danced in mud when the sky gave in, your veil stuck wet to your laughing face. Every storm since then when the thunder begins, I remember that first wild holy rain. Love holds on like a back road heartbeat, steady through the bumps and the hard-packed heat. Windows fogged, your hand on the glass, tracing our names as the seasons pass. If this is all I ever get to keep you sleeping, smiling, our kids in the backseat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Now this crayon's crushed in the floorboard dust, little boots kicked off by the door. You're humming soft in the hallway glow, rocking our youngest till her breathing slows. I catch your eyes above his little head, same wild girl from that smoky bar. You pouring whiskey, got the rusty nail, name tag crooked, telling some tall tale about leaving this town, about changing your name. I was nursing heartache and cheap house wine, boots kicked up on that neon sign. Just another lost soul, stuck in the same old frame. But you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark, turned every dead end into some kind of start. Yeah, you caught me falling apart in a bar full of lies and a jukebox of scars. You put back roads on my heart. You laughed to think on my busted arm, said that crooked compass ever do you harm. I said it points everywhere except where I'm meant to be. You took a napkin, drew a little star right box of scars. You put that rose on my heart. Next week Sunday, we were skipping church. Tailgate pew on a riverbank perch. Sun burning holes in that blue sky dome. You stole my ball cap, jumped in the stream, said love ain't love, it's a long haul dream. I said, if you're the journey this fool's found home, you put back rose on my heart, dust on my plans. The flame in the dark turned every dead end into some kind of start. You took every broken part by the water and willows and your bare wet arms. You put back roads on my heart. We hit 30 states in a beat-up Ford, fast food cups in a dashboard, Lord, change in the ashtray, blankets in the back, your boots on the dash, bare feet on the glass, radio live like a miles roll past, talking about forever like a well-worn track. Every mile marker, every sunrise brand new, all those wide open spaces still felt smaller than you. Yeah, you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark turned every dead end into some kind of start. You took every broken part, turned them into verses and late night sparks. You put back roads on my heart. I ain't saying it's easy. We fight like thunder, love like rain, slamming doors on a Tuesday, slow dancing barefoot in the kitchen again. Oh yeah. You slam that pan on the stove, I swear I'm sleeping in my truck. But one soft sorry from your lips, I'm staying for good. Baby, that's our kind of luck. It was that night by your daddy's land. You said these fields are all I understand. Thought I'd see regret hiding in your eyes, but you pointed out where the oak tree grows. Said right there's where the good stuff shows. Roots dig deep when the storm clouds rise. You don't need some big city, you don't need some fancy plan, you just need one stubborn fool who won't let go of your hand. And you put back roads on my heart, dust on my plans, a flame in the dark turned every dead end into some kind of star. You took that runaway part, sat it down on your porch in the yard. You put back roads on my heart. Now there's baby shoes on the kitchen chair, your old flannel on the rocking chair,
little fingerprints on every window pane. We're late on a payment, but right on time for swing set squeals and muddy blue eyes making up stories.
Met you leaning on a rusted Ford, boot heel tapping on a 2x4. Sun going down in a blaze out west, laugh on your lips, dust on your dress. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine, old tape hiss and a crack brake light. If this is love, I don't wanna land, just circle this town in a beat-up van. You and me, chasing tailgate constellations, out past every old frustration. You drew a heart in the county fair dust, said it ain't much, but it's enough. We shared fries and a paper cup shake, kissed so hard that the world got laid. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine, old tape hiss and a crack brake light. If this is love, I don't wanna land, just circle this town in a beat-up van. You and me, chasing tailgate constellations, out past every old frustration. One day we'll trade this busted bed for a creaking porch and a roof instead, but keep that wild in your eyes, my friend. Oh yeah, we'll still get lost on a dead-end bend. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine, old tape hiss and a crack brake light. If this is love, I don't wanna land, just circle this town in a beat-up van. You and me, chasing tailgate constellations. You and me, chasing tailgate constellations. Met you at a rundown diner, coffee cold, my hands were two. You laughed at how the sugar spilled, said guess it means I'm staying a few. Sunset in the broken blinds, painted stripes across your face. You were talking about leaving town, I was falling right there in that place. You drew hearts on a napkin, said you did it when you're bored. Tucked it in my flannel pocket like a quiet little word. I walked you to that gravel lot where your mama's pickup sat. You said love just ain't my strong suit, but my heart said I can live with that. If this old world keeps spinning wild, you're the stillness in my storm. Every back road, every mile feels like home when you're in my arms. From the first hello to the last goodbye, from the first wrong turn that turned out right. If love is just a moment passing by, then let me love you for the rest of my life. 2 years in that small apartment, leaking roof and crooked floor, hand-me-downs and hand-washed dishes, your boots by a squeaky door. We kept changing out the light bulbs, trying to chase the dark away, but the brightest thing in that old place was your bare feet dancing in the frame. We fought about the little things, like who forgot to lock the gate. You'd roll your eyes, I'd raise my voice, we'd both throw pride in the wrong place. Then you'd pour us 2 cheap glasses
of that wine we never liked. Say, baby, we can lose this battle long as love still wins tonight. If this whole world keeps spinning wild, you're the stillness in my storm. Every back road, every mile feels like home when you're in my arms. From the burned out bulbs to the busted pipe, from the slammed doors to the made up nights. If love is just a moment passing by, then let me love you for the rest of my life. Your daddy never liked me much, said I dreamed more than I planned. You stood there in that churchyard with my ring on your left hand. He shook mine like it hurt his bones, but he pulled me kinda near, whispered, boy, you better hold her when the weight gets too much to bear. We drove off in that same old truck, tin cans dragging on the road. You were humming some worn out tune about forever, faith and hope. Fields rolled by like movie scenes, scarecrows bowing as we passed. You leaned over, kissed my shoulder, said, promise me that this will last. If this whole world keeps spinning wild, you're the stillness in my storm. Every back road, every mile feels like home when you're in my arms. From the cheap bouquet to the crooked cake, from the first night fears to the vows we made. If love is just a moment passing by, then let me love you. There were nights we almost lost it, bills piled high and hope ran thin. I took work that stole my sleep, you took shifts that stole your grin. But every time I reach for you, half asleep in that old bed, you mumble, we're gonna make it. I believe those words you said. We hung pictures of our summers at the lake and at the fair. Your hair tangled by the Ferris wheel, cotton candy everywhere. You kept every little ticket stub in a box beneath our sink. Said one day we'll show our babies where their mama used to drink. Then that blue line on a Monday changed the count of every day. Suddenly the kitchen tiles felt too small to hold our faith. You cried laughing on my shoulder, with your hands across your waist. I knelt, I knelt. Met you by the ice machine, dust on your boots, my favorite jean jacket you left in my busted old truck. Said, boy, does that heap even make it back? Sun driving slow on that county line, your hair blowing wild through the window. Radio stuck on some broken station, but you sang anyway, so soft, so low. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. First fight in a parking lot rain, I cursed like a fool, you just stared me down. You said love ain't scared of a storm, it learns how to stand on shifting ground. We made up on your mama's couch, cold fries, warm hands, and a tear or two. You traced all my cracked up plans, whispered, baby, I still believe in you. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. Summers turned to winters quick, that old high school bar turned into dust. Your ring sitting neat in my glove box, next to a note that just says us. We painted our names
on a rental sign said someday we'll buy this broken place. We got more dreams than dollars, but I got your laughter in every space. Sometimes I wake up scared thinking all of this could fade. Then you roll over, steal my pillow, say we'll be fine, but we ain't afraid. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, the slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. We burned through ties and trouble, we slammed some doors too hard, said things in the heat of the moment, left each other standing in the yard. But every time the dust clears, it's your eyes pulling me home. We don't need some perfect picture, we just need a place our love can grow. Your daddy's old guitar in the corner, our kids' crayons on the kitchen floor. You hum off key as the coffee brews, I swear I've never needed nothing more. Bills stacked high on the table, but your head's on my shoulder, calm. You say we'll get there slow and steady. We got faith and we got these palms, hands rough from all this trying, but they still fit just right. Two rings catching morning sunlight, two hearts holding on tight. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, that slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. I remember that first I love you in the dark of that dead-end road. I was scared I might just lose you if I said what my chest already know. But you smiled, leaned a little closer, said took you long enough. That's a night my restless wandering found a name and called it love. You're my back road heartbeat, my late night porch light, a slow dance barefoot in the kitchen at midnight. Every mile, every scar, every wrong turn in this old car led me right where I was meant to start, right here with your back road heartbeat in my heart. So if this road runs out tomorrow,